guys, Blazie here, and today I'm reviewing Detective Pikachu. I watched it the other night, and we'll start off by saying I have never played the Detective Pikachu video game, so I'm not sure if the stories are the same or anything like that. I also haven't played any Pokemon games since X and Y, so I'm not the hugest Pokemon fan out there. But that said, I was still very excited to see this live-action Pokemon on the big screen just as much as anyone in the end. So I try to explain too much of the story and all that kind of stuff, just say what I liked about it and didn't like, and give a score at the end. So the big question is this what I wanted out of a live-action Pokemon movie? Yes and no, because this is very much a detective movie. It very much focuses on that throughout the film. The film even has like a neon kind of look to it all, and it looks really cool. The settings and all the like neon lights and everything. This is a really cool looking movie. It's very pleasing to the eyes. The settings are just really nice. It's just very much a neon detective kind of film of the terms of the way it looks. It's visually very nice. But I will say, for me, the detective stuff, I did enjoy. Don't get me wrong, but some more actual Pokemon stuff would have been cool. They show it briefly, and like it does all exist in the world. But in this town, it's like a paradise where both humans and Pokemon live together. So they're not like out in the wild, they all live in the city. So it's very much a movie that's like, what if Pokemon really existed? And that's a question that's always wanting an answer, and this film does answer it. It shows Squirtles being firefighters, it shows Snorlax sleeping in the street, and a Matchup making sure all the cars go around him. All the birds are Pokemon, the police dogs are all Growlers or Arcanines, like the anime. But like we see it all in this real world kind of setting, it's honestly one of the best parts about this movie, is just watching what's going on in the background. Seeing what the Pokemon are doing and why they are there and everything, and it's fun kind of seeing all your favorites. That's something I loved in this movie. It's jam-packed full of all kinds of Pokemon. Whenever he is in town, there's Pokemon everywhere, and then that is so appreciated. It's not just like in one shot kind of thing, like the opening kind of shot, like in like Zootopia or something, where they show the town and all that. It's not like that. It's all over the place. It's all, like in all the shots, there's plenty of Pokemon, and I applaud the animators for putting in that effort to do so. I will say, Pokemon themselves also look fantastic. They look amazing. Sure, one or two may not look amazing, like Gengar doesn't look amazing, for example, but Pikachu, Mewtwo, Bulbasaur, oh my god, Bulbasaur looks so damn cute, and I need one so badly. They did their best on making the Pokemon look as good as possible, and they really do. A couple of other effects here and there don't look all that amazing, I will say. Like, there's one particular scene I was just like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. But not a lot. For the most part, it's a really good looking film. Like, all the Pokemon and just the settings and all that, it all looks really nice. Very pleasing on your eyes. Very much passable. So let's talk about Pikachu, aka Ryan Reynolds. He does a fantastic job as always here. He is basically a light version of Deadpool, very sarcastic, yet very lovable. I really enjoyed him as Pikachu. It worked very well, but I will say, there wasn't really a lot of moments that made me laugh. I chuckled here and there, but never really laughed as much as I thought I would. Doesn't mean his performance and others weren't enjoyable, because they were. It just never really made me outright laugh. But it's really surprising, because I feel like that's why they sort of got him as Detective Pikachu, to make people laugh, and for him to be like this little sarcastic little rat. But it just, mouse, but it just never really hit me in the right kind of way that I thought it would. The main kid in this movie, I didn't mind, because I know that there's a common complaint in it, and people just don't like him, because he cries too much. But here's the thing, you would be exactly like him in a situation. Oh, okay, I will say some of the story. His dad has passed away, but he could still be alive, but at the same time, maybe not. It's all a bit all over the place. Detective Pikachu has lost all his memories, but was his dad's Pokemon partner, so they are trying to find him, or at least find out what happened to him. So basically, people are complaining that this boy is crying all the time because his dad died, or might be alive. Oh wait, now he's dead. And just, oh wait, no, he's actually alive. And, oh no, maybe not. Basically, like, it completely messes with his emotions, because he doesn't know what the hell's going on, you know, and it's just, and everything, and people are complaining that he cries too much. Wow, you guys are kind of heartless, aren't you? You would be the same. Yes, I admit, it's not what you want to see in movies, especially just like constantly the whole movie be kind of like that. especially in a Pokemon movie, it's usually just full of hope and joy and all this kind of stuff. Like, I will gladly admit, it's not what you want to see, but for the type of film they were going for, it's perfectly fine. And he did a good job at showing these emotions. I thought he did very well for the story he was given. Like, basically, like, it's very much like a story that's basically, like, I guess, like, a lot of kids would see this movie. And then, like, it's very much trying to say to parents to pay attention to your kids. You know, that's the kind of film they're trying to, like, I feel like that's the type of message they're trying to go for, is don't get buried into your work, pay attention to your kids, because, like, even, like, something like tragic happens in your life and all that, your kid is feeling those same emotions, your kid is having the same problems, so don't just go off and bury yourself into your work. Go do something with your kid. Do work, not saying don't, but listen to your kid, focus on your kid as well, because they are hurting just as much as you in those kind of sad kind of times. So I think that's like the message of the film, basically. Though I will say, for the actual story itself, I will say it's very basic detective story, and you kind of know right away who the bad guys are. There are some twists though as to how like things play out and how it ends and all that, and I will just say that like I could see it happening in the Pokemon universe. Maybe it is kind of Hollywood kind of thing. Maybe it did actually happen in the game. I'm not really quite sure. But I could see it happening, and I did like the overall story and its conclusion. There was just something about the movie, though, here and there that did make it feel a little meh at times. But I think that's just because I wanted a Pokemon movie, not a detective movie. While the detective stuff is still good, it is kind of cliched when you have watched detective movies before and kind of know how they go. And that's what kind of holds this movie back at being an amazing film. But this is still a great film. It's a lot of fun. The action is where it's at with Pokemon, and when there's action and Pokemon doing Pokemon things, it's really cool. Mewtwo in this movie looks so damn freaking cool. The nighttime scenes of the film look absolutely amazing with him. I absolutely love Mewtwo in this film. The Mr. Mime scene was a lot of fun and was funny as well. The whole part made me laugh. I will admit, that's the one scene that really made me laugh, made me chuckle, or had the most fun with. I was worried it was ruined in the trailers, but there's things that happen in it that they don't show, and so it ends up being, like, you end up enjoying the whole moment. It ends up being really funny. I will say as well, it does start a little slow. They are really building up the sad story, though once the film really starts, it just keeps on going, so you're never bored. That's something I was good about this film. I don't feel like I was ever bored, which is always a plus for sure. It did move from one scene to another pretty nicely, and it even ties in the first Pokemon movie in a way. Like, it's like kind of canon to the actual world of Pokemon, which, I mean, wouldn't be difficult, since they do just have like a bunch of different islands and regions people live on. So it wouldn't be so difficult to be like, yeah, it is still kind of canon and such, and so that's kind of really interesting to me. So it is difficult with this one, because the big problem with this film is there isn't enough Pokemon-like stuff in it. There's enough Pokemon characters, just not what you expect out of a Pokemon movie. As I said, it's very much focused on the detective side of things, which I did enjoy. I know some others didn't, because they kind of knew what was going on, which, it's still a different kind of movie. It's not like the same movie that you've seen before. It's a different movie, so I see films as like I don't just compare movies. I hate when people compare movies a lot of the times, when it's just like they do the same kind of story. Like, it's a matter of like what makes it different, and in this case the Pokemon part of it makes it different, and I liked all that part. Like, for the most part, I didn't mind it all. I just wish I had a little more of that Pokemon charm. So I'm going to go into my score and give this movie a solid 7 out of 10 foxes. I did really enjoy this movie. My favourite Pokemon, Bulbasaur, gets an amazing little scene, and he looks absolutely amazing. It sounds so damn cute. That just made me so happy watching that scene. It's just, oh, and you just see him up close, and it's just like, oh, he gets like some good attention, like one of the best little scenes in it, and it's so good. Mewtwo was excellent. Pikachu, well, Ryan Reynolds is really good. He is good. He does really good with what was given to him and everything, and I really did enjoy him. Like, I can't see anyone else doing it. That's the big thing. I can't see anyone else really doing that kind of Pikachu. It's just not as funny as I was hoping it would be, and just not enough Pokemon stuff. But I'm hoping with this will spawn more live action films, or at least just some other kind of like Pokemon movies, or at least one that's like focused on like a Pokemon tournament, for example. That would be cool. So we can get all the Pokemon action. That I would be down for. And like, actually, as I was writing the script down, I just thought of an idea. Okay, so as you see the trailers, and it's not a major spoiler, but the kid doesn't have his own Pokemon. Like, I really like how everyone in the movie, like, questioned him why he doesn't have one. That's neat. I really like just how, like, everyone has, like, a Pokemon partner and, like a Pokemon friend. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, so he doesn't have one, but does say that when he was younger, he really loved Pokemon and wanted to become a Pokemon trainer and all that. It just didn't really work out for him. So I think the next film should be him trying to become a Pokemon master and get his own team and like go to tournaments and such, and can even have like a little conspiracy or something in the background and just have like Pikachu and all that sort of doing like the detective part of things in the background. Then while we have the main kid doing the tournament, so you'll have like it more focuses more on the Pokemon side of things, but then you still got the detective part of things as well. That would be cool. There we go. Hollywood, if you're listening, which you're not, but if you are, somehow, there's your secret idea for you. I like that. To me, like, that would be kind of cool. I want to see, like, actual Pokemon. So, hopefully that does happen. But overall, this movie is very enjoyable. I recommend you go seeing it. Definitely go support this movie. It deserves it. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel, because I'll love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and as Fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.